How often have you told yourself you're gonna start eating clean, only to get a few days in and either throw it out the window entirely due to hunger, or lose the willpower to hold yourself back from a late night binge? After working with multiple men over the last year, I found a mistake that 90% of guys make that causes this repeat dieting. So over the next few minutes, I'll share exactly what this problem is and the surprising change on how to overcome it. Radek was a father of 3. He worked long hours, ate reasonably clean, and played sports on the weekends. Everything you'd assume to be the catalyst of weight loss. But he'd often find himself standing on the scales and consistently being greeted with a few extra kgs added onto the belt. So what was the problem? Well, after the kids had gone to bed, Radek would crash on the couch to wind down after a long day, and before he knew it, the chips were out and he was digging in. The problem here is, unlike whole foods that'll keep you satiated for longer, junk food like chips can get demolished without a second thought, and it doesn't really fill you up. If anything, it just makes you want to eat more. The average pack of chips is 1,200 to 1,800 calories, which is equivalent to 12 to 18 potatoes. How many full potatoes do you think you'd eat before you tapped out? Now you might think the solution is simple, just don't eat the junk food. But there's a good chance you've probably tried that, and how long did that last? There's only so much willpower we can harness before it collapses and we find ourselves back at the same spot. So what was the solution? Well, the surprising advice I gave Radek was just to eat more food. Proper food. It seems too obvious to be true, but it really worked. And here's why. Whenever a guy starts a diet, he's told eat less calories and he'll lose weight. So he follows that advice to a T and cuts food from all of his meals. But here's what usually happens. Guys will wake up, grab something light for breakfast, like a piece of fruit or just a protein shake, head to work and not eat anything till around midday when the hunger starts to really hit. They'll either have brought food, which will be something healthy, like fruit, a salad, cheese and crackers, or they'll buy something, which could end up being deep fried food or food that's high in calories but low satiating. This only leaves them starving come dinner time, where they'll eat something substantial but not enough to pay off that hunger debt they accrued throughout the day. This leaves them hungry, fatigued and bored come late night when the snacks are looking their best. You might last a week holding off the snacks, but eventually that diet fatigue and the overwhelming hunger is going to catch up and you'll crack, leaving you binge eating for a few nights and right back where you started. If this sounds familiar, then here's the fix. This blank space represents exactly how much you'd need to eat every day to stay at the exact same weight. These red bars are what you're actually eating throughout the day to lose the weight. Now your week might look like this, which will result in you losing weight. But as the days go on, your diet fatigue might start increasing and you run the risk of this, a huge binge, which will reverse all the progress. So here's how you can avoid the binge temptations. Cut this and increase this by simply eating more for breakfast, lunch and dinner. Your diet fatigue won't be anywhere near as high and you can keep this setup for way longer, losing weight steadier and more reliably over a longer process, leaving you motivated and ready to go. This is what Radek did. Simply by increasing his dinner size, he wasn't as hungry come the late night and he had more self-control over what snacks he wanted to eat and how much of it. If you guys want to figure out how you can lose weight like this while still enjoying your favorite junk food or late night snacks, I've made a whole separate video for it right here if you want to check that out. Otherwise, thanks for watching and I'll see you soon. Thanks, gents.